Barotrauma has a new update and it is called Saints and Sinners is announced by publisher Deluxe and the developers Fake Fish in Undertow Games. This new update for the sci-fi horror multiplayer submarine survival simulation game will be introducing the new karma mechanic as well as expanding the curator system and simplifying the server hosting for players. There will also be additional items, balance improvements as well as a new submarine. Barotrauma is now out for PC, Mac, and Linux.
Some of these guys are amazing team players, right there by your side when you need them. Others, just miserable souls, running around with a man waving their eye, ready to take anything or anyone down to the waves window.
Find out your true colors with Barotrauma's Zane.
Rising Hell will be available soon in Steam Early Access as announced by Indonesian publisher Togi Productions and developer Taco Games. The game offers randomly generated landscapes of hell where you will face a variety of creatures and bosses. Boss fights will surely be epic as you will be facing off with ancient demons like Eye of Sauron, Beelzebub, and so much more. There will be multiple game modes available as well, like the campaign and challenge modes that have their own leaderboards. Yacht Club Game has announced a new Shovel Knight game called Shovel Knight Dig. The game is still in development and has already been in development for over a year. The developer revealed the game will have players jump, slosh, and dig their way down an ever-changing chasms of mystery in Shovel Knight Dig. Yacht Club also said its levels have been meticulously created and it features glorious high-color pixel graphics and sounds, as well as a fluid animation, scaling, rotations, and parallax.
Fancy new suit is all you need to lock
Spider-Man PS4 now has a Game of the Year edition. In celebration of the game's first anniversary on September 7th, Spider-Man Game of the Year includes the base game, plus a voucher for its 3-episode DLC. It is available both in digital and physical forms. Spider-Man PS4 has successfully launched last year and has received positive reviews from critics and players.
Instead, he's been seen playing with some sort of spider bot, butting into crime scenes, and getting in the way of the fine folks of the PDNY doing actual work. Maybe Spider-Man needs to get his head on straight and focus his talents on something more useful, like stopping a full-scale Maggia gang war from tearing the city apart instead of flirting with a two-bit thief. Until next time, that's the last word from me, J. Jonah Jameson.
League, I can't have anyone else in
Tookie Sports revealed that players who want to take a break from all the basketball action in NBA 2K20 can do so thanks to the game's The Neighborhood. The Neighborhood is some sort of social space for players where they can hang out with other players and take part in dozens of events and activities. These events and activities include mini-games such as go-kart racing, disc golf, and many more. 2K is also planning on adding dynamic seasonal changes to the neighborhood.
Those were your decisions. Feel that? That's the anxiety, alright? Use it.
Our success hinges on authenticity.
Well, there we go. Looking just like you felt.
Really giving athletes a voice to become more than an athlete.
It took me a while to understand the opportunity that I was given. If you want it bad enough, if you're willing to sacrifice, it will find you.
Hearts with Lives and Paradox Interactive have revealed the first faction for Vampire, the Masquerade Bloodlines tier. They are called the Pioneers, and they are one of the oldest factions in the game. This faction is made up of lodgers, fishermen, bottle liggers, old money families, musicians and artists, and many other long-time Puget Sound inhabitants, and is led by Seattle's longest-running vampire Prix. This faction ruled Seattle for over a century, but their power diminished in the modern age. Wolfenstein Yougblood has received an update which makes the game easier to play. Patch 1.0.5 includes a number of substantial tweaks, but the highlight is that it nerfs the game's bosses. With the patch, difficulty in boss fights has been lowered, and checkpoints have been added. The weapons are also made stronger, and players also get more ammo. Yes, players all partner will also now repeat more often so it doesn't die so much. You can read the full patch notes over the Bethesda website. As previously announced, Spyro the Dragon is jumping over the Crash Team Racing. Nitro-Fueled in its upcoming Grand Prix called Spyro and Friends. Spyro will be available to unlock starting July 30th. Players can also start purchasing other Spyro characters like Hunter and Nasty Norg on the same day. There is also a new track coming called Spyro Circuit and will be available to all players. Inzel Entertainment has relaunched The Bard's Tale 4 as Director's Cut, a little over a year since its first launch. The Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut includes tons of bug fixes and tweaks, performance improvements, and new content. The Director's Cut adds a new dungeon, as well as new bosses, new weapons, and new armor. It also adds tweaks to the game's difficulty curves as well as changes to its interface. The Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut is out now on Steam and GOG.
Gather your party, grab your fire horn, hitch up your kilt, and get ready to enter.
Developer Yacht Club Games revealed that Shovel Knight's long-awaited King of Cards campaign and spin-off Shovel Knight Showdown will be out this December. King of Cards is bigger than any game we've ever made, according to Yacht Club Games, as it includes a complete card game called Justice. As for Showdown, it is a local 4-player brawler set in different environments. Both will be available for free for owners of the Shovel Knight Treasure Trove bundle. They can also be purchased separately. Preloading for Gear 5 is now available for players on PC and Xbox One, so those who pre-order digital copies of the game can preload the game now and start playing right away when it launches for those who own the Ultimate Edition or are subscribed to Xbox Game Pass on December 6th. Servers will go live at 9 p.m. on the said date. The game will be available for everyone else on September 10th. Time for the best deals of the day to rate from ALLKEYSHOP.com. The Elder Scrolls Online is free to play this weekend, so make sure to write it out. There's also been a huge price drop for Kingdom 2 Crowns on Friday the 13th. The game, so make sure to get them before the prices go back up. Finally, you can get the critical hit stealth game Hitman 2 at a spectacular 75% off discount today. You can check out these deals and more by clicking on Daily Deals at ALLKEYSHOP.com. Nintendo's kart racer Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has finally returned to the apex of the UK sales charts. It has been quite some time since the game was last at the home, but fans won't complain. Previously, Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled occupied the top spot, but it has since been bumped 2 spaces down by 2 Nintendo releases, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Super Mario Maker 2. Warner Bros. Interactive Mortal Kombat 11 and Nintendo's Super Mario Odyssey occupy the other 2 slots in the top 5. Bandai Namco recently announced that it will be holding a Soul Calibur World Invitational at the HyperX Esports Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada on November 2, 2019. This is a huge stride for the developers as this propels the game much further into esports. The top 7 players in the world, who are all Soul Calibur 6 tournament winners, will face off for $25,000 grand prize. Tickets are available if you wish to attend the first ever Soul Calibur World Invitational. Sony has announced its PlayStation Plus offerings for September, and they are Batman Arkham Knight and Darksiders 3. This, of course, means that both games will be available for download for this slated period, which is September 3 until September 30. Currently, the August PlayStation Plus titles are Sniper Elite 4 and Wipeout Omega Collection, and you have until 3rd of September to grab both copies. Bear in mind that these games are downloadable exclusively from PlayStation Store.
Deck 13 has released a brand new gameplay trailer for its action role-playing game, The Surge 2. The video showcased some of game's combat as well as some of the traversal techniques of characters. The combat looks very intense and technical, which is understandable considering you will be armed with drones and weapons of all sorts. The game also features a directional parry system and dodge mechanics that add another layer of complexity to the already intuitive combat system. With the coming of Gears 5, Gears of War 4 support will be coming to an end. This has been announced by the developer of the game, The Coalition. They said that it is a bittersweet to say goodbye to Gears of War 4 and that they will be focusing on Gears 5 to their maximum capabilities. The ranked season for Gears of War 4 will be coming to an end by January 2020 and will be replaced with a new playlist for the core and competitive modes. The Coalition also announced that there are no more new events that will be added. Saber Interactive and Focus Home Interactive have released a new update for their new zombie survival game, World War Z. The name of the update is Proving Grounds, and it concludes the game's first season. The Proving Grounds update comes with the highly requested weekly challenges, which enables players to indulge in World War Z matches with gameplay modifiers. When you complete this challenge, you will unlock items that can be used to customize characters. Publisher Team 17 and developer Mora Games has announced that their game Monster Sanctuary is now available in early access. The game is a mashup of monster catching and battling, as well as exploration that is similar to classic Metroidvanias. You will get to play as a young hopeful explorer, wishing to be the ultimate monster keeper. You will start building your team of monsters, then go on 3 versus 3 battles. Monster Sanctuary is expected to stay in early access for more than a year. The upcoming tactical RPG called Warsaw from developer Pixelated Milk and publisher Gaming Company will be launching for PC on October 2, 2018. There had been a slight delay, but all is good as the timing is perfect since historically October 2nd is the final day of the actual Warsaw pricing. Another thing that is truly notable about the game is that it had been approved to be released in Germany by the ratings board, the German USK. Warsaw will also get console launches sometime after. Just this week, the Fortnite patch 1 or 10.20 had been launched, and one thing about it is that it slowed down the turbo build placement, which didn't make a lot of players happy. The developers, however, did revert this back to its original 0.05 seconds from the previous change, which was a delay of 0.15 seconds. The only change that they are keeping though is that 0.15 seconds delay to build a structure after one had been destroyed. This makes it fair for all players with either high or low ping. Candleman has received the official release date for October 3, 2019 for the Nintendo Switch. Candleman is a fun and interactive adventure game that was published and developed by Spotlight Interactive. The game has a rather interesting premise. Your goal is to help a small candle in navigating his way through the dark with only 10 seconds of candlelight available per level. Candleman is currently available for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. A new take on Deathtrap Dungeon has been announced by Branching Narrative to be launching late this year. The game is from the classic fighting fantasy game book by Ian Livingstone that released in 1984. The version of Branching Narrative will be a video stream that will engage players to make choices in order to direct the flow of the game, kind of like an interactive movie. Deathtrap Dungeon doesn't have an exact launch date yet, but it will be available for PC, Mac, and mobile this year.
Back in Fang, townsfolk wait patiently in the taverns, hoping that maybe, just maybe, one day a champion will rise.
Time for the best deals of the day straight from ALLKEYSHOP.com. The Elder Scrolls Online is free to play this weekend, so make sure to try it out. There's also a huge price drop for Kingdom 2 Crowns and Friday the 13th the game, so make sure to get them before the prices go back up. Finally, you can get the critical hit stealth game Hitman 2 at a spectacular 75% off discount today. You can check out these deals and more by clicking on Daily Deals at ALLKEYSHOP.com.